baby, so when you wanna jump on this, can't take that. No, we ain't safe, I'm thumping face before.
It's going to be absolutely electrifying. I can't wait for this.
Indeed, New York is about to get dumplit.
God, Snacks, have you ever just stolen it from us?
It is going to be unreal.
I'm telling you, this ESL, this is Electronic Sports League, is going to get nothing but bigger.
MVP star?
Yeah, that works.
Good stuff. It's early, bearing in mind. We were up pretty early, I think. You know, pretty rough in getting up this early and watching this damn good CS, but I'm enjoying it. It's a nice foray into the day.
Yeah, good appetizer. Oh, that's nice.
That's pretty...
Almost caught off guard.
It gets a little scary, but it's JW. It's like, it doesn't matter how out of it looks, he can always just land some disgusting shot, can't he? Paz though! Well, hello Paz, that's not bad at all. 2 quick kills for him. Gonna make it a little bit more.
Normally when we see a team come slow back towards A, there's at least some presence in mid to get someone in window room, someone in connector to help split this bomb site, but either way, it's just gonna be full on. Crims is in the bomb site.
Yeah, and Crims is pretty deadly in these situations. JW playing by Tribox as well, has all the time in the world. There's no split through mid anytime soon. Calyx finally takes down Dennis, so that pressure starts to mount, but Crims still keeps it all together. Look at that play! Doesn't even break a sweat at this point. Calyx now, left in the 1v4, no time to split through middle. It was... Smoke comes out, Major makes a play. Yet to get a kill either, Major. Having a bit of a rough start here, not quite feeling it yet. And, oh, beautiful!
Oh, no.
Yet to get a kill, and Flusher does that. Completely blind, just feels that timing, and Major's there like, what can I do? What more can I do? Engine trying to keep the odds favourable towards the Space Soldiers, but still, Fnatic are starting to feel confident. They're taking these fights that you're just not happy with. And now left in a 2v3. The problem is with Fnatic, if they start feeling out the game, if they start feeling confident, you get those individuals coming to play where they just take these crazy odds that shouldn't be favourable to them, they still win it.
I mean, the Flusher thing is just bad luck, right? If you're Major, you're just feeling like it's not your game, but still, Fnatic, this is still a pretty tricky position, especially considering Space Soldiers. They've got the bomb down, they've got plenty of time to get into post-plant positions, and that AWP can grab some awkward angles, so JW's got a lot of pressure on him. He can't be the first one to make a move. He's got to rely on his teammates that are on the flank, but it's all up to Engine's AWP. In position on the van. Where is he going to find his first kill? JW's starting to make the move, and everyone's just getting so close to the peak, but he misses the shot. There's going to be the peak from the AK, but JW spins. He gets the reaction, and Engine, the flames are going to force him out into the open. He finds one, but there's not much more left, and it's already being diffused. Actually, he's going to wrap around. That smoke's going to help him. He gets the kill, and JW responds, but he can't do it. Oh no, that smoke that was dropped by Fnatic actually ruins their efforts. Take a look at what they've been working on for as long as possible.
No, 100%. As much as this is pretty brutal and you're just kind of waiting for Fnatic to win in a way when you're sat on this sort of scoreline, you do want to see more from Space Soldiers. This team, you know, oh god, they have so much potential, but you're getting digged down, you're getting overrun. Oh my word, this is just... it's too early to put this on TV, Jason.
Yeah, you love to see it, don't you? Just the train of Tech 9s, pre-firing every angle. You have to imagine Space Soldiers have never faced anything like it. Getting up before they're even prepared, and yeah, it's a wipeout. This is going to be over. Even jumping into the flames, JW doesn't care.
Creme de la creme of the scene, and then Fnatic just turn up with those smiles.
Fnatic's been crushing those dreams for years now, haven't they?
That's the best thing, isn't it? It's like you're not the first people we've done this to. Don't you worry. There's other people in the support group you can go have a nice chat with afterwards. Hi, my name's Space Soldiers, and I too have been completely crushed by Fnatic. And it looks like we're going to be seeing it again. 2 players remain for Space Soldiers. Fnatic secure themselves surely further into this tournament now. And it's just down to Engine, running a little low, just running off fumes at this point.
Yeah, this was, it almost feels like it was always going to be this way. I mean, the tough part for Space Soldiers, they had some kind of cool mid-round calls.
Yep.
I thought some of the tactics they brought out on the T side, a little archaic, it seemed, just straight up A executes. And I mean, those can work, obviously, but too many players from Fnatic were allowed to be comfortable in how they like to play. JW had his way with the aggressive plays. And I think actually no one from Heroic even jumped down to kind of swarm that position. They relied on it everywhere else, and double Molotovs. This wanted to be a fast play towards B. Here's the flash. Oh, there's a nice kill from Aztec. Completely blind, and that's a little bit over-aggressive perhaps, because Heroic's now got an avenue into this bomb site.
Yeah, Config's got his running shoes on, trying to get there in time. Drops out the nade, tries to hinder the approach, but the bomb's going to be planted. And they don't have much on the north side, bearing in mind. Okay, that Tech 9's not bad. Config's going to want more as well. Upgrades that UMP. Still got utility to clear out the corners. Doesn't need it just yet. Great stuff from Config. There goes the molly in towards it. Cage and B going to chime in one, and it's all down to Snappy. Smoke still in. Bomb is planted for him, so he can maybe do a little something with it. Oh, there it is, right through the smoke. This is getting a little deadly now. New position found, and Cage and B is only 4 HP. He needs one shot to land, and again, one more. Oh, a second too late. It's all the difference. And again, North survive. Oh, I love it. This is what I was talking about, that early, like, well, the CT side aggression. Even on rounds where it's dangerous, they do this, and I love watching it. It's pretty scary, though. Nico's got a deagle.
Yeah, and he drops AZ, right? So Cajun is just like, all right, well, now I've got to bail out. He was at a very sketchy position. Still being aggressive, still waiting to see if there's any kind of presence whatsoever, but okay, he's gone.
Did he forget there were T-stairs?
I think maybe he thought that he couldn't be seen from T-stairs.
There was a huge angle. Is he all right? Maybe just, yeah, awkward is what I'm going to say. Because I normally do really like their CT side aggression. Not so much this round.
Yeah, it does look a little bit sloppy, right? But you can't blame it too much when it's just, you know, 2 1-digs.
And
right?
you do want to be assertive in a way, right? You want to prove that you are the dominant team, especially when it's this sort of matchup, right?
Yeah, and in these kind of rounds, this is frequently where you see the CT teams try and engage in some of that mental warfare of being aggressive, of making the TC team feel very suffocated, like they're not going to be able to get any of their tactics off. Crazy thing is, even in a 5-on-3 at the moment, this is still recoverable for North. They have all the weaponry they can need. They have the AWP. Magisk, he needs to stay alive, though. Cannot get dropped down in this situation. That would just be the end of the round, you have to feel. Instead, it's going to be all on Config, and if you want anyone in that position, it is him, but he's got an AWP inside the bomb site. Going to be tough to handle. MSL trying to delay as long as he can, but he's fallen back to the wrong bomb site. There's Config with one.
And of course, it's going to be Config all the way through. Finally put to bed by Yugi, but by now it's a 2v2. They know where the bomb is, and Magisk can get into the right place to help out. MSL holds his ground too. So again, they can make this retake count.
Deagle for Yugi, but the aim punch is too difficult. Can't go for a second shot. Holding it. This has got to be perfect from him. MSL round of the corner. He does get tagged, but he finds the kill. And it's all on S-Tag in the site with the AWP, and this is dangerous. We've seen Oppers do this before. You can isolate one-on-ones, and he's got the first. MSL is the next one up. Over the box, and there is a shot. It's a no-scope! That is insulting! Over towards the B bomb site, so they can't rotate back. No chance of danger for the north side of things. The big thing, Config and Cajun, be careful. Don't lose those AK-47s.
Yeah, you know you're against a stack now, so for them, dig in deep, put your heels in the ground, and hold on to this. Oh god, there it comes.
They're going to lose that if they're not careful.
Yeah, that's really not good. They can recover these to a degree because they're pinching through from CT, but no, there you go. Costly at least one.
Oh, what a dick. Smart move.
Yes.
It's one more, though. That's expensive.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not like any kind of detrimental. It's not going to, like, you know, have the same economic implications that there was in the first half, but is in Halls as well.
Oh. Moddy.
Okay.
There it is, controlled. That's an opener as well. You can see them flashing in towards Banana. They're being so much more proactive. It's perfect. It gets the job done. Finally, a step in the right direction.
That's where you gotta imagine. Just Snappy says, "All right, guys, find your balls. We're going out in this round. We're using the pop flashes. We're gonna peek down Banana and everything." That was great from Heroic. North trying to gain back control, but not able to feel comfortable this time around.
But Ollie's up, swing comes out, Snappy wins it, that's good, but that might encourage now the response. What can they do about this one? Yugi, connection sure, but no kill to follow.
It's really, really nice from Heroic. Banana control, Cajun gets punished for it, so now they've got to come back. They know if they were to even execute on towards A, they'd have a quick flank coming in, even if they could break into the bomb site. So this is an interesting position. S-Tag is here, but he's pretty deep towards the bomb site. Snappy's close up. Here's all this. There's going to be an easy kill. It's cleaning off the leg. Gets one more. Can he do anything else? No. But S-Tag just in the site. He's here to buy time. This is going to be tough for North at a 2-on-4. They don't even... Yeah, there's the smoke that goes down.
We've got 10 seconds. It has to be instant. Surely this can't happen. 7 seconds. Bomb Panzer comes in. There's the deny. Yugi as well finding Magisk.
Just a default positioning from both teams. North waiting to commit anywhere. It is a little bit aggressive. Yugi going for that pick. If they go for that mid control, he's going to be smoked off. They'll come right through that Molotov.
All comes down to this, doesn't it? Where do they go? They've got mid control now. Cajun B slowly eyeing up Banana as well. They haven't committed fully off the bat. They haven't had that burst towards the side. They've not fully put themselves through. As Modi, Nico, and Yugi eagerly await to see if anyone's going to crest those corners, make that turn. And they haven't just yet. The bomb's actually going back towards B. This is going to be a B pinch. This could be very good. Yugi is very alone. 3 players now. Going to chase him through. Archie's flashed up. Can't make it out in time. And now Heroic might have a plan. Might have an idea as to what's going on. And it's not good for them. Estag now tries to hinder the approach. Tries to stem the bleeding. But it's pouring by now. It's Heroic down by 2. And their hopes, their dreams of staying alive in this tournament might just be slipping kill by kill.
Yugi feeling very frustrated with how useless he has been in these post plants, more than likely. Tries to make a huge play through the smoke. It backfires. Heroic, this is it for elimination. It's got to be a 2-on-3 retake. They have a kit, but they've got very little HP. No real utility. It seems so desperate. North might have just done it. A game they've been outplayed in as well.
The brilliance of North shining through as they wait. They tick down the clock as they start to smile more and more. Nico looks for his first chance. It gets taken away, and now just Modi to watch as his team falls. It's North to carry on. Pretty lackluster. You don't want to let yourself get caught out, though, obviously. You don't want to lose those guns and allow any opportunity to spiral. Then again, they are not exactly the most upgraded weapons either. They know it's not going to be there. Pushed up very close by. Good timing on the molly there. Could work, but no, he does get put out in the smoke, and overwhelmed in the end is Stewie. Let's get found by Lucas. Awkward moment between Steel and Automatic too. This is getting a little out of hand. Not the worst in the world just yet, because Skadoodle is there. Nice shot with that P250. Falls back to another angle. Doesn't want to go down here. Run away. And the support arrives. Shroud's there in time. You just don't want to lose out on that armor more than anything. Steel's doing a good job to keep him dedicated towards this. KNG dropping out the nade. No one there to really receive it. They have been pretty close by, though. Well worth of throwing it down. Bolts now takes the mantle as we do see the bomb edging its way over towards B. Now, we saw that early damage affecting Stewie. He's going to have to play this one out to a bit of a different stance than he'd maybe like, but Skadoodle can do a big bit of work here. And here we go. Stewie plays it well. The movement doesn't throw him off. And nothing as well coming up with the goods too. It's down to the 3 players from Immortals to make this count. They're going to go right down pop, try and switch it up on them. Skadoodle's en route, but there's nothing. There's Automatic, and there's Shroud here. Automatic not known for that AWPing ability, and well, he doesn't really live up to what he was given. 3v2 starts to look a little bit dangerous, especially when they now find Shroud. He goes down. Skadoodle keeps it in check, though, and it's Bolts left in the 1v2. Stewie to the right, Skadoodle to the left. Pick which side you want.
Well, this is nice. The train's going to help him get in some cover, so Skadoodle can't quite see him. Now he's going to get aggressive, and Stewie's waiting for it. But he's found a window of opportunity to fall all the way back. Timing is going to be so critical, and actually Skadoodle misses the shot. Stewie's in peak yet. There it is, but Bolts wins both. Regardless.
A little different, a different look here to a degree for Cloud9 as well, cutting a different figure in a way, playing far more passive back on this. You saw that Automatic was pushing up quite aggressively on a consistent basis. Maybe they're feeling they're giving away a little too much, a little too early, or just having to fall back to this because nothing fell early on. This could be again a response to this, but this slow, calculated, methodical play, play coming in from Immortals is. It's hard to handle for Cloud9. Limited information now to be able to be passed through. There come the smokes, there comes the molly in return, but Shroud knows very little as to what's happened here. He can't really spot down to the old bomb train, so instantly Automatic has to be careful of it. This is so terrible to deal with. They push and pull in the worst places. Cloud9 know nowhere to look. And now it's Stewie and Skadoodle trying to keep it together, but this is almost already over. Too
passive for Cloud9 this time. I mean, I think that's what they were talking about during that timeout, was don't play backside. This time Shroud plays to the train side, and they smoke him off. And that makes them nervous, because again, he doesn't have any information, and Automatic just caught from ladder room, looking the wrong way. And if you're Cloud9, you're not used to seeing them just sit that far back, that passive, and maybe KNG getting a little bit crazy there. Just jumping around, Stewie with a chance, and he gets a second kill. It's a nice flick. I mean, yeah, you could see why that double up setup in Stewie's hands and in Skadoodle's hands is so powerful. A little confusing why Automatic had it before.
Oh, the timing, Lucas.
He's going to find it. Here's the scope. Well, oh, nope. That's quite nice.
Baited by wanting the smoke. The price of a smoke just cost him his life and it all. Well, Automatic could be having a bit of fun here. Skadoodle being teased with, toyed with, and Lucas strikes. Couldn't get the second shot, though, to make the count, and now Skadoodle swings out with the P250. That'll do the job just fine. And now the remainder, Henny, praying for something to happen, and it won't be there. So Cloud9 again, stretch their legs a little in the lead. They seem to have recovered towards Ivy if he actually, excuse me, down towards Pop if he actually commits on it. Maybe not. No, it doesn't particularly need to. Goes with the flash. Gets ahead of it and does dominate down towards spot, but now nothing's like I've seen this before. It's happening again. Please, someone help me. No, no one is there to save you this time. KNG has absolutely run rampage through the Cloud9 side. They're down to 3 and they're in a real predicament here. Shroud's going to try and dig him out of it, kill by kill, but nice little response with the scout, as it's Stewie and Skadoodle to hold it all together.
And actually, even they might just be done. They don't even know it yet. Steel's already gotten into the inner bomb site. Nice shot from Stewie. Skadoodle's got to win this battle, though he feels the pressure. He's falling away. He's tagged up just a little bit. Bomb still hasn't decided where to go, so there's a lot of time for Stewie and Skadoodle to make this play, but I think Steel's going to do it. Steel's going to be the one. No, Stewie saves his life. That is a huge kill from Stewie in the nick of time.
Bailing him out and then some. The 2v2 begins. KNG's finally got there, but it took so long. And you can see Stewie wondering, are they actually going B still? Is this still a plan? Skadoodle's getting up close with the CZ. Are you serious right now? They're down to 15 seconds. They have to commit on this, and Skadoodle's played it well. There's no one watching this angle. KNG can spot it just as the bomb comes out, and there it is. He takes the kill. He backs away, and he waits for the teammate to come back around. Stewie's not quite there yet, but it's bolts to try and piece it together.
Yeah, Skadoodle's going to play the bait, I think, in this one with the low HP, but what a bold play while Stewie's flanking to push up along sidewalk like that. That could have gone wrong so many different ways. He's coming from upper ramp. Bolts hears it. This is huge. Skadoodle's got to find him, and he does. Now Stewie can lock him in, and he's got it. Right through the corner. Bolts can't even peek.
For the North American teams, but not going to be easy. Immortals still have a lot beside them. They can still make something stick here, but hard to work with this. Oh, that flash just was a little short on the angle, but the pre-fire from Stewie, hyper aware that could be a probability.
Especially in a scenario where you know they have to do something sneaky, something a little bit tricky to make up for it. Even the Molotov to flush out Steel. This has got to be crushing. He's pushed forward. They're not ready for it, actually. He had a chance there. But a 5-on-3 for Cloud9. What's next? With 1 minute and 10 seconds left, they know they've applied so much pressure across the map on Immortals. Look at how patiently they're playing. Look how far back. They're watching every choke point as well. Don't see a whole lot of avenues back into this round for the Immortal side.
But he is reading it well. This can maybe allow Henny to move, but then there's still that question of, oh, what about Pop? Are they going to start playing through that? Henny, again, instantly considers it, but it's that slow build towards B. Here we go. The hit's about to come in. Cloud9. They might be in the business of misery here just to take this chance away from the Immortals. Shroud straight in. No prisoners kept as the bomb goes in. KNG and Henny know this one could be all but over.
It's certainly looking that way. There's one more opportunity, but that's just gone. So it's just Henny with the scout, 5 opponents, and there it is. Cloud9 eliminates Immortals. It seems like that minor victory.
It's a similar story for his teammates as well. They have 1 incendiary and 3 smokes to work with there. Ed doesn't care about your smoke. He's going to run straight through and get punished for it as well. Chris J with the double frag with the Famus. Robs chimes in as well. Very clean round here. Navi trying to punish with the fast play, but shut down across the board. It's just what Mousesports need now. 5 players surviving. The AWP to finish things off. Robs in towards Sandwich. Dennis there as well. They do have the bomb in the B apartments right now, so going towards CT spawn. That was seized, but found by Dennis, and this is looking like another Mousesports round, but up to Loud and Oscar to hold off the B bomb site.
Edward as they swing in. Level down as well, so B side covered off. Having only lost Dennis, rather, excuse me, seized. You're confusing me on the way in. Good shot from Guardian. He'll find Chris J. Speaking of the real Dennis, he'll take down Guardian in return, but it's Edward that finds the kill, and carefully and cleverly. And one in the arch as well, towards CT. He's going to get to triple stack, though, so it's forward of the smoke. Could easily find the shot from Guardian's side. Does, but gets taken down by Robs. Finally getting a shot, an impact kill at that, to allow them in, but Chris gets found by Simple. Mobile plant coming out of his hands. It's on Lowell instead. He goes back toward default. That fine. We'll get him towards Shadow, but he's in a 1 versus 4. They know he's got to be back there somewhere. He planted the bomb. Good shot to start it off on Simple. Chance to still isolate, but they're going to push it together. And it's Edward that finds the kill.
In recent memory, but still, that's not what you want from the Mousesports side. It's going to be Simple with the secondary AWP there. Goes down, but Guardian's there to pick up the pieces as we go into a 4-on-3, potentially the last round here. Chris Jade is down to a scout with AK's up, and they've only got a couple of smokes to work with as well, so you feel like this could be the end. Flame watching CT spawn. Robs might just help himself to the A bomb site. He's on the A ramp for now, joined by Dennis with the bomb. Chris J pretty far removed from the situation, but Robs now needs to hit this first headshot.
Robs Getting inside of the site, we'll get to at least sandwich. Let's get Chris working up from connector. It's Flamey that watches, though, from CT. Finds the first pick onto Dennis. Just 2 to go. Rops and Chris J. Rops will try and get close to and plant the bomb, but there's no utility, and his teammate's gone. He's in a 1 versus 4, and he's gone. It's Navi through to the playoffs. Mouse Sports will have to play again later this afternoon in the 2-2 Group 5. Work his way back toward the apartments, as you mentioned, but Pitt covered off. Kenny gets the bomb toward the boiler door. Apex and Body that seem to want to wrap toward the archway with the smoke down. Phelps is on the other side of it. Shock still at B as well, can hold off the rotations for a little longer. As Phelps gets passive, knowing that smoke is due to dissolve at any moment. They'll counter off that smoke with putting one inside of the arch on its own.
It's quite a cool smoke.
Yeah, it is a cool smoke above the gray, rather the green shutter. Bounces in perfectly. Close, which means he can attack quickly. Cold, though, is able to respond to it. Phelps pushes through. Body's distracted and can't turn fast enough. It's Kenny S that gets 1 and 2 inside of the site. Now Shocks cuts off rotations. Bomb will be planted. Shocks, he's so far removed. Fallen will know this, that if he attacks now and finds Kenny, who's low on HP, inside of the pit before Shocks can get there, he could actually immediately jump on the fuse. He's got the kit as well, but he's got to act quicker than this. He knows Kenny's likely nearby, and he gets the kill, but does he go for it? He's got to stick this. Absolutely stick this. Flash out. Shocks is not close enough, but Fallen's not confident on that, even though the kill came in at B. He has made it to the apartments, but if he'd stuck it, he would have been on 5 seconds right now. Instead, it's a one-on-one. Taps again, expects Shocks to be rotating in from his right side, but can't find the kill. If he goes back through the underpass now, he could entirely catch them off, and I think he's heard them throwing nades and making noise, so this could be perfect. He's going to pop up. None of them are going to be looking. Now, the one... Okay, good. Apex is still over toward the apartments. I was going to say, the one thing that can catch him off is Apex came back as well. Lines it, takes down 2. He's behind them. Body realizes, but it's too late to save his friends. He's now left alone. Apex will try and do something to get closer to him, but on 16 HP, he's got to slip away undetected, and he's about to be found by Cold. Very easily disposes of him. 1 versus 3 for Body toward the B site. Needs about the best play he would have had in this tournament to win this round. Smokes off CT, will get him closer. Has bomb to work with, but a rotation immediately comes in from Fallen to go toward the ruins. He's alone though, Fallen, so taking a risk, but he's been hitting shots, and another one that he finds. It was 2 years ago now, believe it or not. Good shot, Fallen. He's caught up on the wall ever so slightly, but he still manages the damage. 1 down, plus the Molotov to take damage to Body, who gets close. Good thing Fallen's up to the task with the AWP. As he once again finds very tight-angled shots. He'll get Kenny as well. He's still working inside of the site. Smokes up. He knows they're likely to go above him. He looks away at the wrong time and somehow still hits it. Shocks goes down, and Fallen is unstoppable this game.
Looking at the tactical timeline to see what happens. Either way, we're going to round number 15. Nice shot from Fallen, boosted up. It finally works out for him. The scout headshot takes down MBK, and he has to be falling back. This is the dynamic play we've not used to seeing from Fallen. Get the first kill, show presence, and completely rotate to the other side of the map. Hasn't got the AWP this time, but still, it works to the same effect. He swaps positions with his teammate. That's going to be Phelps heading towards B now. Lovely boost. Desperate times for SK. Have to force into round number 15, of course. Looking to find 9 rounds here. And it's going to be a contact play from the French side. Kenny S gets the first kill, but Fur ready with the CZ. Can he do any more?
Tries to. Does. Fur. Well done. Shock smokes himself in. Has a flash still to work with, but Apex and Kenny are going to separate. Backpedal over toward A. Apex inside of the apartments already is going to look for the information. Taco top mid. Somewhat interesting with the Deagle as Kenny heads that direction on an AWP. Taco doesn't get spotted immediately. Oh, the smoke's going to kill the idea. He could have actually potentially caught him trying to push closer, but instead it's wrapped through quad. Join Apex, who's gotten in the pit. Cold, he wins it on the UMP. Down to Apex remaining. He's got 2 kills, though, quickly at range because the rifle wins in that exchange. It's Fallen on a scout. As Apex goes back to grab the bomb, there's 32 seconds. And he's just missed the opportunity. I think he may be tagged if he didn't know. He's still on 17, but it's 8 now. As he gets tagged by a pistol bullet this time around, and Fallen's not sure which weapon he wants to use, which weapon is going to win him the round. It's the pistol that does. 9-6 SK. Looking more confident to push up mid. Interestingly enough, this is the exact time that Apex is rotated back over, so they're expecting that this might be a fake. Another round in which the site will be minimally defended at A. Because last time they had a rotation back over to B, leaving just MBK in the site. He's with Kenny, at least this time. Inside of the A side with an ops decent, but that rotation actually could work because they can grab So suddenly it's the boot on the other foot because Apex toward the tree is perfectly aligned to pop out and take them down. Shox already gets one. They have no idea that Apex is there, but he's only good for one kill because his aim a little bit sloppy gives Cold a chance. Speaking of sloppy aim, Shox can't find the kill as they enter in from Banana, but he'll make up for it. And Cold, sitting in front of him, manages to get body. Taco saves it, but Kenny and MBK arrive. Ooh, I don't think that would have reached the corner, but backs off anyway just to be sure. Got some damage on the way back as he did so, but Kenny is putting a beginning to the end. He's got two. Cold gets him back. NBK will get on top of the railing inside of the site. Flash out from Taco, therefore, as they want to go quickly. He's got to push through smokes to do so. Makes some noise getting to the smoke, but then stops. Slows up. That holds MBK in position as Cold gets ever closer on quad side. Good entry from Shox. Back to Library. And the cross set, excuse me, as it goes 16 to 11.
This is big. Carrigan. First to receive at Ivy, can't find the shot though. Hayes takes him down, Allo in return though. Has to be a quick scope here, nails it, takes down Hayes. 3 on 3.
3 on 3 indeed. Good shot. Allo finds yet another, but he's got to go up and down a ladder that leaves him limited, and Mixwell's able to get the kill instead. It's on to Nico. FaZe was very off yesterday, and I thought, okay, late night, or maybe it was 2 nights ago, I can't remember at this point. Very off, very late in the day. I thought, okay, fair enough, it's been a struggle. And they got caught off by it, but I did not think 2 games in a row they would be outplayed this heavily. As Nico is out toward Ivy, Bomb is in B. That's not exactly the right position to be in.
No, that should be it. He's got a flashbang to work with here. It doesn't even look like he's going for it. Doesn't even know if it's inside or outside. Probably realize at this point, do I just save this orb? I think he has to go for it, really. 10-3 down. Looking to be 11 here. FaZe have looked pretty off this one, I have to say. Especially in that crushing defeat against Mouseport as well. Now Optic, a team you think they'd blow out the water, but this is looking more unlikely by the second. Molotov's good. That's great. Now actually has a real chance of winning this.
Nico. Oh, hits Mixwell, but didn't have the kit in his hands. Wouldn't have mattered, he wouldn't have gotten back there in time. He'd picked it up sooner. He's going to go down to the bomb as well, lose the AWP.
Perfect position. Nails that first shot. Kirishima goes down.
Decent play. Rain, meanwhile, does get Nafly. Rush follows after. FaZe could respond after only 1 round for Optic, which would mean an early reset. And a better chance for FaZe to continue the comeback. Good shot from Hayes to get Rain. Just a sliver showing, but he's in a 1 versus 3. Despite having a kit, his chances are fairly limited, and Kerrigan as well looks like he's going to get down ladder and try and push back through Z connector, so even if Hayes gets close, he'll be ready to try and catch him off on a flank, although he's thinking he's already saved, so he's giving Hayes more space by taking the long way around the A site, and Hayes spots Nico. He's going to get clever. Oh, a little too clever. Nico able to catch him off.
Back towards Inner. So these 2 players at Ivy could go backtracks against CT Spawn, or just show such a fight outside that they pull all the rotations and they do go backtracks. This is an inside split. Looking to get CT Spawn here, but Nafly trying to take them down. Can't hit the first shot, just about gets it. Needs 2, nails it. Now we have a real chance here for the Optic side.
Maxwell tries to get the shot, does, follows it, gets both, and backs off in the flames. It does mean there's space for Rain to get closer, but good luck when you're completely surrounded. Optic are going to find Fort. He's going to wait as well, but a flash means he doesn't have the vision, gets it back in time, and Nico's too slow to get to the bomb site, so he goes down. Naf, good response, takes down Rain as well. He's been a decent secondary opper in the past. He shows up in this round.
About to make it to the playoff against one of the world's very best teams. Mixwell finds the first shot as well. Looking for more. Confident plays.
Alu looking to try and get above the smoke. They've pulled it back, Alu and Keo. The advantage for FaZe, who sit on 9 rounds, trying to get into double digits and force overtime at the very best they can do.
Nico this time, end of Ivy. Up against Nafly, he's by himself. He goes down, we've got a real problem here. The FaZe side, but look at Rain's position. He's actually got in the connector as well. He gets a guaranteed frag on Mixwell. Could even knife him if he wants to.
Yeah, Rain's got that easy. Crisp, clean lock, boys. Nico gets Naf. Rush the last alive. Does fight on, but that's all he's going to get.
Be the end. We'll see.
Good find on Keo. AK picked up as well. Damage as they cross the fires, and it could well be the end. Spray down for Naf. Alu found. Just Kerrigan that remains. It's 3 pistols, but it's 3 versus 1. The AK firing on means that they're approaching from all other angles. Good read to find Mixwell as he goes back the other direction. Kerrigan as well is going to go all the way back, hence why Hazed is more hesitant to push all the way through to the Brown Halls. They're going to give up the B site.
This is so tight. Could go either way. Kerrigan, very intelligent player. Gets the plan here. Boosts his chances. Going to be going for it. He thinks he's done enough to separate the CTs. Indeed he has. They have not got a kit. 1 kill, bring it down to the 1v1. He pretty much guarantees it, considering they don't have a rifle here. Good smoke. A lot of pressure for Optic. 1 round will do it. Hayes coming in for the low round. Dinks him as well, and that's it. The 5-7, the inside stack for Optic on the Eco is the round that breaks FaZe. Who would have thought it looked a little bit tricky for them?
Gets the perfect peek in, coldzera. A lot of trouble in the back line. You can see Crims is already watching it. They know they haven't checked their spot yet. Fur goes down next, and now what can Cold do? Comes out with a spray, and it completely misses every single bullet, dodging all of Meister there, and Fallen at least does a bit. Taco to help out as well, but it's still a 2-on-3, and the bomb is down now. Very difficult retake.
That was uncharacteristic of Cold, for sure. Now anti-plants, they have superior gear. They are out of utility, though. A single flash on Taco to make their lives easier, and they really just don't have the time to be swapping out. Time to take the fights. They spot out Crims. That's Fallen, backing off. That sets it up for Taco to spray down Dennis, and now they know exactly where Crims is playing from. It's a matter of rushing them together as a duo. Crims trying to play the angles, and he will hit the headshot on Fallen, but Taco there to trade the kill immediately. The fuse will come through for SK Gaming, and he should have time. Exactly.
Could do for the same approach this time. We want to fall back instead. They don't really know what we're doing. Now, I like all of this, but what I'm really concerned about is, do they have a smoke for coldzera this time? Flusher goes down, but last time, coldzera and Taco were allowed to set up a really good crossfire. They need something to grenade coldzera out of this. Then they can deal with Taco alone. He spots them already. Flashbang trying to fall back, but he's getting shot in the back, and you can tell Taco a little bit confused. He's going to be going down, and Cold is here trying to take the fight. He does a lot of damage, but not enough for a double kill. So the bomb will be going down, and a double rotation through T-spawn. That's a big risk for SK.
They were so close pushed up. It's very quick towards B apartments, but JW's got a great spot to hold. So long as his teammates can keep the pressure on Phelps and stop him from getting out in the kitchen for free, JW might just be able to blindside Fallen and Fur completely here. But he goes for the peek. The information play gets caught. Molotov going to force him out. That one Molotov, that's the only nade that SK had, and it's used perfectly. Fallen with 2 kills and a 3rd as well. Stepping up when his team needs him. Fallen doing a lot of work here in this retake.
Some grenades coming in. Actually, there are the smokes we were talking about, so that's really good. Great job forcing them back. Taco and coldzera down and out. All praise Fnatic. That was the perfect read. And you remember, they don't have the minimap like we do. It's much easier for us to point out what the problems are. That's a very, very solid read coming out of the Swedish side. You have to just admire that. They realized that that was the same setup round for round. They decided, listen, no more coldzera in this one. And Taco, he can't do much. And then because as the push is coming in, they're trying to relocate themselves. That's the worst possible thing you can do. But Phelps coming back into it with a strong headshot. Not enough, though. JW, long range with the C-75. It's still a 2-on-3.
What is this going on? What is going on here? Stop. Like, why is Fur even in this position right now? Or Phelps going for that push when there's so little time left on the defuse, left on the bomb. It's wasteful.
Man, I don't know if we're going to be allowed to do the telestrator thing, but if we do, that should tell you something about how important it was. They even got the bomb down. Like, that's really hard to do in that kind of situation. I actually thought they were just going to get completely destroyed in the middle, and that would have been it. Fur, again, aggressive push. I hope you guys are keeping a count at home. He's so good at this. That's why everyone hates playing against him. Dennis flashed, trying to see if he could take him down. The grenades are raining in. Fur gets another headshot. Phelps helping out. And now it's all trouble. Crimson Olive with a combined 11 health, and I don't think you can win this.
No, it's looking just a little grim. But the one thing that they do have is a lot of time. Not really the nades, but they have a lot of...
Well, Fallen hiding in the corner with a pretty good angle. Hard to stop him here, especially because they don't have a flashbang, so not sure what they can do. Crims will go down immediately. A refrag from Olofmeister is not going to make that big of a difference. Ultimately, it will be 10-5. Swedish Counter-Strike has been in a strange place for quite a while, and it still is to some extent. We'll see if they can make a difference here. JW's on catwalk. Flusher holding actually pretty far up into the connector, so maybe he could surprise someone here. They do have a nice crossfire, and so far no smokes are breaking that crossfire up. Flashbang will, though, and look at Fallen. He wants to take the fight.
Oh, the timing was petrifying. I thought the JW was going to get it. Phelps finds the headshot on Fletcher, however, and that opens up A site for business. They're going to go and back. Actually, that's actually pretty terrible. They have to go and get the bomb all the way back there. They have to run it through T-spawn, back through pit. Valuable time wasted here, but Fnatic left themselves enough, well, SK Gaming rather, left themselves enough of margin here for error.
Yeah, the real big problem is that they've got no smokes to get rid of JW and Crims towards CT spawn, so that can make things a bit awkward, especially if Olofmeister manages to get down to the catwalk, but he's not. He's currently on a really big flanking mission. Missed opportunity there, 25 seconds. They can plant for mid right now, and no one can stop them. Olof is just 5 seconds away. A little bit more time, and they will have it. Fallen goes down, and now, how did they get the bomb down here, SK? That's a really big problem. Olof is in a great position right now.
Yeah.
Not going to be easy for them to get that bomb plant, and now they realize, they're like, oh, damn, we've got to cover CT spawn as well. We've got no more smokes. It's being tried, but there's the deny. Phelps gets dropped, and there's no more time. JW, as long as he lives, they'll win the round. He's in the corner. The time is out. Fnatic win it. He can't save the AWP. Dennis trying his best. He did actually have his back turned in case that flashbang was going to come through, but it was more the fact that he didn't really have the weapon to take that fight in a reasonable way. Flusher with the C-set, 75 is a bit of a classic, and at least he gets a kill, but he's very low on health, and Olofmeister ready to sneak on through first. Got the corner of the screen covered. You can actually see that, but still didn't get the kill. 3-on-3.
How? And sure enough, a 3-on-3. They're going to go ahead and set it up. Taco has found a kill. Crim's going aggressive in Palace. That gives it up here on the A site. Rotation is coming through, but both remaining players for Fnatic are so very low. Olofmeister has got the AK to work with at least, so there is that one-tap headshot potential here. Needs to channel his inner scream at this point, because there is a crossfire, and that does mean that Fnatic have a chance.
It's an incredibly slim chance. Either one of these Fnatic players is one bullet away from death, and there's one of them, and there's the next. Taco to take the last kill of the game, 16-6. Especially considering Mousebots are setting up for that archway smoke play that we've seen quite a bit. We'll see how fast they can be. I think speed is really key if you're going to make this execute work. If you wait too long, then the CTs are going to read it very well. Grenades already in. That's one hell of a counter Molotov coming out from Cloud9. That stops the whole thing.
Stewie's rotating already as well. Wow, Automatic just gets clubbed to death. Rops with the instant headshot with the AK, but Stewie's already rotated over to Arch. They may not expect him to be here this quickly. Shroud, point blank, sprays down 1, 2, still alive. He gets a third as well. And that's a lot of damage. It's all on Skadoodle now, though. Rotating over from B with the AWP, and he spotted the barrel, and he's going to turn this into a 1v1 immediately. He has so much time to play with now.
Rob's very aggressive in that 1v2. Now, Oscar is in a great position, though. It's one of the hardest positions to check if you're good in the retake, and they are holding fairly far back. Nothing. We'll be able to see if anyone's going to cross the corner here, but they could still easily be in a situation where they all get squished into the bomb site. And now Mousesports are going to start to make their way back.
Yep, and this is working like clockwork. Look, all of Cloud9 are pushed all the way back towards the edge of A site. Nobody is close to rotating over. Nothing is just now sneaking up to Arch. But even then, this is just going to be the full execute onto B site. You better count your lucky stars here, because you're going to need them. Sky, he needs to hit the shot, and sure enough, finds it on Rops.
There's also that Molotov that Stewie put up. He actually saved it to under 30 seconds. That's very impressive. Hiding in the corner. Takes down Chris J, who had the bomb. Now there's 10 seconds for that plant. And they have to get rid of, well, Skadoodle. And nothing too. Comes in with a spray. Oscar, no chance at all. Flashed and killed immediately. 8-7 here. Nothing the hero of the round. All AKs on the Cloud9 side. If they win it here, again, this is an economic question now for both teams. None of them can really afford a loss. Cloud9 have slightly more money, but not really that much. So this is a lot on the line here. And great grenades coming in, but good counter flash coming out there to try and help out Chris. And that's a kill, taking down Skadoodle. And now they're going to pull up the Molotovs here. Smart play, trying to fall back, and they'll be successful. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, but they're not even doing that. They just want to try and see if they can get Stewie to sneak in. He hasn't spotted the top of his face. He does know now. He sees it, but the scope should give it away. Stewie's still making the jump. He must have heard that. That's a really big risk. He might have thought that he was playing on the coils or the coffins instead, but that's potentially a lethal mistake. 27 seconds left now to push towards A, where all three members of Mousesports are holding Automatic. He gets one kill, still a 2-on-3, running and spraying, nothing, turning around for the headshot on low. I have no idea how. And now can they get the bomb down? 14 seconds. He's planting, he's being covered. No, he's not actually planting yet. Automatic going for the deep plant instead in a 2-on-2.
Now does Oscar actually manage to pull this off right through the edge. Thought there was a chance there for Oscar to take the peek, but he's too worried about the man in pit until Rops can deal with this. Nothing remains a thorn in their side, and there's a crossfire established. Can they turn this into a series of duels here? Mousesports and press forward, and sure enough, there we go. Rops gets the drop on nothing, and automatic, not able to find the kill. Yeah, Ska. He's going to get those anti-flashes out. There's the follow-up. Not going to be nearly as effective, but he's still going to be able to pick up the first kill. Stewie collects the shot on Dennis, and well, this defense is just impregnable. Oscar finally gets the headshot, and he's going to go ahead, point blank, no scope onto Stewie. He's got the time to pick up the bomb as well. 1v2, and it's Lekro. You know, it's just, he just sees the future. It's on Oscar again here. 1v2 clutch, can he make it do it? Can he make it happen?
Oh, we're about to find out. They have a smoke, and that's a really big counter to that AWP. But he has a Tech 9 as well, so maybe he could just shoot through it anyway. Oscar moving in, mid-air shot taken down automatic, and now it's another shot ringing out, almost getting Shroud, who's straight on the defuse. The smoke is there. He actually legs him through. Oscar with the kill and the Tech 9. He clutches the round. 4 kills for him again. It is about to happen. Dennis going aggressive. Robs has got to go big in this one, but they're jumping out against him. He takes 2 big frags, and Dennis with a double as well. Stewie trying to get in there, but the grenades just weren't there for Cloud9 to actually get out of those apartments. It almost could have worked out. Still going a bit aggressive here. Mousesports remembering they did quite well on the banana control, but that wasn't regulation. Double OT, they lose Lowell. They're fighting to make this triple OT right now, Mousesports. They just need 1 more round, so losing that first player can't feel too good. Some nice grenades though, and look at the damage.
Yeah, tremendous amount of damage dealt. But Cloud9 still have the man advantage. So you would think that they have everything that they need here to close things out. What's melting my mind right now is that it's Stewie who has the op and not Ska. Ska with an AK. Okay then. Making good use of the time, but we're starting to get to that point now where Cloud9 are going to have to make a decision. And it does look like they're going to wind up on that B site. Shroud,
yeah, and
he'll be the one setting the trap over here on A.
Mousesports have already made a decision. They've stacked 2-2, and I'm not a fan of this. I generally don't like this because that means whatever bomb site is going to get hit, you're playing 2 versus 5 in that side. I'd much rather have 3A and 1B, and then have the 1B player with the AWP. We'll see if it's going to work out.
Hey, Chris, they have no idea.
Flashbang, Oscar missing the shot. He has to go nuclear on this bomb site. Chris gets 1, Oscar with the next. And Chris on the cross as well. We've got 6 seconds on the timer. The bomb has been picked up. Skadoodle trying to plant it right in front. And at least it's a 3-on-3. A retake here for Mousesports to stay in the tournament. It all comes down to this for them. And Chris waiting for his teammates. Now that they've arrived, can they actually make it work? They're all going to retake from the same position, but there are no more grenades left for Cloud9 to actually stop them. So maybe this can work.
No nades left, that's the big deal. They're going to have to hit the headshots pure and simple. The flash to lead the way. Dennis spots the man. Skadoodle getting shot in the face, but luckily for him, he survives, and that buys enough time for nothing. And Skadoodle, it all comes down. Cloud9 will be playing on the stage tomorrow. Mousesports.
FaZe are going to go for already Alu standing in the middle of that lane. Grenade coming in from Rain to second mid. And there's also some presence at top banana. So FaZe are very aggressive in their setup compared to almost every other team we've seen so far. Boost being attempted here. Nico knows it's coming. Gonna land a headshot with the FAMAS.
Yeah, once that smoke is up, it's just very common for the... Oh, no, he's going to die. Config. What? Just hesitates. Doesn't know which way to go. If he's got to walk, if he's going to have a place to hide in there, and it just doesn't work out for him whatsoever. But when that smoke is up, you know, going for that boost, it's become so common now that everybody's just holding that angle ready and waiting for it. Sure enough, North, they find something. They somehow turn it around. I turn away for a second, Anders, and then the B defense is gone. What is this?
So ridiculous, isn't it? How do they actually make their way onto the side after that? It was a big mistake from FaZe. They kept fighting at top banana, and now, well, good spray through the smoke. Cajun B is going to be so angry. But here's the long and short of it. They still have 2 more smokes. One of them is going to go up by the coffins. They also have a Molotov on Megis. They got so many grenades to this 3-on-3. It should be very hard for FaZe to make any kind of a breakthrough here. We'll see if it's going to be available to them. Looks like they are so far almost all rotating towards the coffin's position. A bit of a boost going on with Alu trying to look for a position, but so much time has passed, they might have to give this up.
Yep, they might have to just back off and try and save. Sack the guy who has the FAMAS, that's Rain. They're going to leave him behind, and he will be able to pick up 1 kill. And he's even going to be able to back off and just save the gun. No problem at all here for Rain, although it might be going to get a bit close. 2 HP! Mid though, this might be big. Sure enough, the flash is to top mid. Nico, still, somehow the timing is impeccable. Gets the shot point blank on AZ. Are you kidding?
Uh-oh, Carrigan missing up the flashbang.
He's out of nades too, or he's got a smoke. Can he get the smoke out? No, not enough time.
Backup is coming, but is it going to be there in time? Kerrigan goes down. MSL with the refrag right away. Still a 3-on-3. The bomb is going to be planted right on the other side of those coils of the coffins. And Alu, he tries for a crazy jump through. He gets a headshot on Config. But MSL is there with the refrag anyway. 2-on-2 now. And they are going to try for this retake phase. They don't want to give this up so easily. North, they need to clear this out. Get the economy broken on the CT side. It would be massive if they could win in this round. And Cajun has got such a good lockdown on this angle. MSL getting forced out by the Molotov. And that leaves Cajun. He's got a sight to the smoke once that, or to the bomb once that smoke evaporates. But they're going to re-smoke it. And now Cajun's in trouble. 1 second left. He didn't stand a chance. Just the grenades clearing him out. I think FaZe have actually done a pretty good job right now.
Yeah, they've stabilized. When it started to get tied up, you started to feel just a little bit antsy about it. But FaZe, they've grounded out round after round. They lead by 3, 8-5, and here's the push. MSL trying to lead the way with the flash. Nicely done. But they have not found a kill. With a minute left, at least one thing they have going for them here is that they have forced FaZe back onto the site. And so FaZe's information is limited. And Config is still holding over towards Banana. So they have some eyes on top Banana at least. FaZe are completely in the dark. They actually have hardly any information at all.
They can sort of afford it when they have the man lead, though. It bothers me just a bit less. Alu moving back for the smoke, and with only 35 seconds. This isn't a lot of time when the bomb is practically in CT spawn. When it goes down like that, now you have to stay and fight it. 29 seconds left. They need to get a move on and get into that B bomb side, but Alu's not allowing it. A triple kill here for the Finnish sniper. And AZ trying to fight and stay alive. He's finally going to get the kill, but now look at the time. 17 seconds, and Kerrigan locking down the B bomb site. How do you get back from this if you're AZ? You just don't. Dead in the library.
But you're right.
I'm curious that he made the jump that way, because I just run on the barrels. I don't run up on the actual...
But, you know, the thing is, Anders, it's all about style.
It is all about style, supposedly. Flash is in. Config not falling back. He will fall back just the last second. Looked like he wanted to stick that. Is he going to try and take a parting shot? He does, again, without too much of a result. I've noticed people always take that shot sort of towards the center of the wall, but you can actually line it up all the way on the edge, and it won't hit the wall on the other side. I think people are afraid that the wall on the other side will eat it, but that doesn't really happen. Rain does go down, though, and thanks to Cajun B, it's holding over in the pit now.
Smoke to block off Arch, and now we get the actual push with 30 seconds left on the clock. Kerrigan, no idea. Probably the man in pit. Yes, it's going to be Cajun B finding that shot. 3-on-5 now with only 20 seconds left. Nico will deliver one headshot for his team, but the crossfire is still alive here on the A site. Nico with a second kill will take down. Though Keo now steps in as well. Can't even finish the sentences before these guys are dying. This is nuts. Nico in a 1v2 clutch situation, AK in hand, no nades.
But they don't have any either, and that's huge. Another headshot coming in. Config going for the peak. Nico looking for the one tap. Just needs a single bullet, and there it is. Oh my god, Nico, all 4 kills and surviving on 4 health. Match point for FaZe. One more round to play in Lanxess.
Config not a happy camper.
So many historic matchups right now that involve FaZe, and it'll be exciting to see if they can make it through. If they can, for sure we're going to see some good games for them in the arena. Kerrigan with a charge in. Rain gets a headshot as well, and now down in the pit. Cajun needs help, and a lot of it, and quickly. He's actually going to do a remarkable job, but eventually the flames will consume him, and the bomb has been planted. It's still a 2-on-2. MSL is low on health. So is Alu, who's going to go for a peek behind the flashbang to take down Megas. He had the health. He had to do the clutch. Now MSL going to be walking in a 1 versus 2. He goes for the spray and misses it. Finally, the headshot comes in. And now it's MSL versus Kerrigan. Captain versus Captain. Kerrigan has got a massive advantage. He should be able to hang on to it, but he can't. MSL somehow gets the frag.
Maybe it'll happen.
Yes, we have Keo with 2 big kills. One of them right through the frame of the door. Gonna make a jump into the pit. Config trying for the flick. 3 versus 5 again. North are completely decimated here. Nico gonna hold on and take down MSL. They're not under a lot of pressure. Config goes down. FaZe is just waiting. They're just saying, listen, you're in panic mode, so we're just gonna stand still and wait for you to show up. 1 versus 5 for Magisk. It seems like there's no chance here for North any further. Magisk gonna get a couple of headshots in, but with the bomb down and with just 28 health, it seems like they're gonna not make it to the arena. It's another headshot for Magisk, but I don't buy it.
Dude, anything is possible. There's still a little bit of time here. He doesn't have a kit, though. And that's going to be the main thing, the kicker. If he can just get through this Molotov as soon as it clears, he has to haul. He's covered off pit for himself, but the man alive in Graveyard has no mercy. Kerrigan finds the shot, and